Ruben, Bruno Fernandes has been such an influential part of your team since you've been here. You're going to be without him, obviously, for a period of time. Can we just talk about the leadership skills, though, and what he brings and how you're going to find that gap to fill while he's absent at the moment?
It's impossible to replace Bruno, especially in our team. And if you see all the data that you have from Premier League, is the guy that creates more chances for the team, and then is the guy that takes set pieces. That is massive for us. Then it's the guy that organizes everything. When someone is in the wrong position, is the guy that understands every position. So that is impossible to replace. But it's a very good opportunity for the other ones and for the team to grow up, because we cannot rely all the time in one person. And we know that Bruno is always there, but sometimes something can happen and is not going to be there. So it's a very good opportunity for everyone.
Is he your eyes on the pitch?
Yeah, if he's not because I'm asking him to do all of this, is because he loves football. He wants to win really, really bad. And that's why I understand better Bruno Fernandes since I'm here, because everybody talks about the way he sometimes moves his arms. But if you see everything that he does to help the team, you understand that the guy just wants to win.
I just wonder then how difficult it is to find that in the other players that you talk about having to step up.
It's hard, but it's also an opportunity. Maybe they will feel that they have more space to do that. So I think we will see in the next game. But there are some things, not just in the game, the characteristics that Bruno has, but also around the game, that the other guys need to step up to help the younger guys to cope with the problems.
When you talk about that space, what do you mean by that?
Around the game?
Yeah, when you talk about the space,
sometimes,
to allow players to
sometimes
step up.
Bruno is always there. Sometimes maybe some players feel that Bruno is doing the job, so I don't need to do that. Now they have to do it, so they have the opportunity and the space to help the teammates.
Just on Bruno then, do you feel sometimes that perhaps he carries too much within him as a player?
I think so. Yes, if you spend time with Bruno in training, but he's doing, I think, all the big captains with different styles, they are like that. And Bruno is obsessed about the game, about everything. Sometimes too much. Sometimes he needs to give that space for the other guys to express themselves. So they have a very good opportunity.
Because there is a transfer window coming up. We know there is. It'll be your third since coming here. And when you talk about Bruno and you use that word obsessed, is that the type of characteristic in a player that you want to work with? A player who's obsessed? Because you talked about Casemiro as well and what he does and what he brings to the training ground, let alone to a football pitch.
I think that is one of the bigger characteristics that we need in our dressing room in training. We need to elevate the quality of training, and for that you need to suffer every day, because every day sometimes do the same things is boring, do the set pieces is boring, making the runs to recover is boring. I know all of that, but if you look at the top players, for me, they are doing that, and that is something that we look for in the players.
Because you've talked about when you have a full squad available, because you've got injuries coming back, and obviously the international players have got to return from AFCON as well, but you still believe that maybe you could improve the numbers? You're still a bit short on numbers.
I think we can improve, of course. We have space to have more players, but I think that is a very important thing in our club, is that we have a plan and we need to bring players that we know. Of course, it's hard to know for sure that everything is going to work, but we need to be certain of the choices that we bring, the players that we bring. If we are not sure, if everyone is not aligned, it's better not to bring anyone and to work with the players that we have. So that is clear for me, and maybe I should be different, like so many managers, but that is my thinking for the club, and I think is the thinking of the board, that we cannot do the same mistakes that we did in the past. and we need to survive in these moments because we have players coming from international and from injury.
Do you know straight away when you meet a player for the first time if that player is right for you?
I think I have a good feeling on that. That's why will not bring a player that I don't have that feeling face to face. So I think they can misleading me a little bit, but it's going to be hard. So I have the feeling most of the times I think I get it right.
This inconsistent period, this run, this season of inconsistency, this block of games that you've now got coming up, do you feel you can find that form and that consistency to come through it successfully into 2026?
I think we are losing points in some details. It's not about like last year. Last year I felt that we didn't create chances. We were surviving in Europa League and in the league with a small squad. This year my feeling is that in the small details we are not being perfect and we are being punished for that, because if you see our games, we create more chances, we dominate the games, we are increasing in the lot of aspects of the game, but in the details we are suffering goals, and I think everything is connected, the quality of the training, the focus on training, and then take that to the game, and we are suffering in the details, not just in the way we play the game.
When you use that word quality of training, what do you mean by that?
It's like
what are you doing?
It's like
or not doing?
When you go to training, nothing else matter. It's 100% focus on training. It's 100% since you do the rondo until the last exercise. It must be 100% pace, energy, body language, everything, and we need to improve that. And when it's so natural to do that every day in the game, the small details is going to be there, and we are going to win more games. So that is something that we need to work on.
So why wouldn't you be doing that? Why wouldn't players be doing that?
Because sometimes it looks easy to do that, but it's not easy. It's a culture of the group. It's culture of everyone here inside, and we are working on that. We are improving. I feel that the team is training so much better, but I think we have room to improve, a lot of room to improve in here.
Going back to leadership, can you create a leader if a leader isn't already there within that player? I
think we can improve. Players can learn. Players can be really confident and sometimes surprise people with the leadership. I just know that there are different type of leaders. But it's hard to create one when there is no leadership inside a player. So I think it's everything together. We can help a guy to be more confident, to show their leadership, but you need to born with something special.
And in terms of your own leadership skills, have you adapted to become the leader that you are in charge of this team?
Yes, of course, we need to learn, and I'm manager for 6 years. I have so much to learn, but there are some things that I didn't change because I have a philosophy of how to do my work, but I'm learning how to deal with people. I understand that the culture here is different. Even the connection with staff is different from the Portuguese staff. When you say Portuguese, there is many nationalities also in Portugal, but it's different. So I'm learning how to deal with that. Of course, I'm a different manager compared to last year. I'm a different manager.
Well, you said that, isn't it? Because you said in the past about how the job wouldn't change you, but it would change how you work. I just wonder how you then have evolved, because I remember talking to you on Christmas Eve last year and where you are now to where you were then, back then.
I would love to go back to the last year, and we suffered a lot in this moment. I will do things so much different. I think I learn more in this year than I learned in the other 5 as a manager. I will do so many things in the different way, not just the way in everything, but also on the pitch, the way we play the game. So I think that is a good thing. No matter what's happened in the future, I learned so much, and I'm a different manager today.
Which kind of prompts me on to saying, what would you have done differently? Because hindsight's brilliant, isn't it? Hindsight's great when things don't quite go the way you want it to.
It's hard to point one thing, but to take all the value of the squad that I had last year maybe was not the right choices all the time. So I have an idea. I watched the games from last season to understand different things. So I'm a different manager today. I will do maybe 75% of the things different, but the key things, the red lines would be the same. I think I'm a better manager now.
Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you very
Christmas.
much. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.